made it, buddy.
Coming by, I appreciate it. I'm Lieutenant McCormick.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, what? Any people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, to add on top of that, you guys, I can tell you for a fact that PAL has given me a lease of life. Not only has it given me a lease of life, but it has changed a number of kids, especially those ones I interact with. Because I don't know if you had, I came out, I'm a professional runner myself. I've been in professional running for the last 10 years. Now I'm at least, I think I'm aging out and I'm about to face myself out from active competition, of course. But I'm not going to go out without a fight, definitely. But I will gradually go out. Yeah, so I got into working with the Police Athletics League after I came to this country myself, having been traveling across the globe, doing competition in various parts of the world and countries and continents. I ended up in the US in the year 2010. So when I got here, I didn't know that we had promoters. Just like you guys are in sports, you know, it's something that is going on. It's something that is an underbelly kind of human trafficking kind of sort of. Though people are not very much aware what actually human trafficking is, because like I was talking to a couple of people, they think that for a person to traffic you, they must kidnap you first. I was not kidnapped. I was promised heaven from Kenya. And then when I got here, I got into captivity in somebody's house who kept me, used me. I did a couple of races across the country, from Kansas City to Hawaii, to Dakota, to Texas, to all those states, and a number of them, I think like 65%, I won all of them. And out of that winnings, or all those winnings, I never had the monetary gains that I'm supposed to get as a professional runner. So I was like so wasted. Everything that I could receive, it could go into the pocket of this agent. And he will promise us heaven, of course, because he has given us a roof over our head, food. And you know, coming from Africa, where I can say life is like that of an antelope, where most of the time you are running away from trouble, running away from poverty, you're running away from illiteracy, you're running away from corruption and all that. You're trying to build your life. Now I got here thinking that now I have an opportunity to run towards something. But unfortunately, I never got that on a silver platter. I went through a human trafficking kind of experience for 10 good months. But after coming out, I say I'm gonna give back to the community, because the community has given me a lease of life. So I went to Santa Barbara International Marathon, where I did my first marathon in the year 2010 and 2011, when I broke the course record. And then I saw no importance of continuing to receive money if I do not have a future. So I decided that I'm gonna share my experience to people. I'm gonna tell people to help me so that I can put my life in order. And that's when I take the initiative of talking to the race director, who in return helped me to come out of Texas, where I was living in a very bad condition after being trafficked to Minnesota. And he got me out of Texas, because that's where I ran into after running out of the house of captivity. I went to Maine. So when I got into Maine, there is one man who changed my life, and this man, his name is Phil Crow. He is the chief of police for the chiefs in Maine, if I could put it that way. He's the urban police chief. And because I love running and I love kids running, he introduced me to the PAL. So I got kids over there. I started training them. Within a short time, I talked to New Balance. I told them I'm a professional runner and I'm organizing this kind of program for the kids. And New Balance decided to partner with me. They gave me over 300 pairs of shoes and a couple of apparel. I gave those to the community, I gave those to the kids around. And the kids started now running because we wanted to get them out of the streets. Because when you are in the streets, you're not focused. You're not gonna be able to stay positive in your life. So that's how it happens. And out of that, I saw the experience that the young children were going through. I say, these kids live in a low end of economy. So I'm going to see what I can be able to do so that we can be able to work together and be able to help them. And I said, well, I'm going to try to do something that nobody has ever done, probably. But I was trying to think, what could that be? And I said, well, I have a talent of running. I'd rather sacrifice myself and run from Maine to California and raise awareness on this human trafficking, but at the same time tell the communities around that, Police Athletics League is there to support us. Is there to support the community and to build us, help us develop our talents, nurture our talents, so that we are able to go out there and do what? And compete. You guys, I think, some of you, if not all of you, everyone would like to get into that competitiveness in their level. Like you are very young, and you're coming up. You're very young too. I see young faces here actually. And you guys, you have all it takes. You have a roof over your head, something that I never had when I was in Africa. You have food, something that I always struggled when I was in Africa. You have clothes. Those are the three basic human needs that anybody should be able to have for them to live a happy life. I spent my entire life, part of life, trying to make sure that I got those. And it's by running that I've been able to become who I am. And through running, whichever sports that you take, one thing I'd like to tell you is this. You must cultivate what we call discipline. You're going to sacrifice a lot. Sacrifice time, learn patience, and also focus. If you stay focused, trust me, the talent keeps on growing. Focus, hard work, and having a goal in your mind when you wake up early in the morning. So I'm so glad that I'm here today. I'm so glad that you guys were able to welcome me in, and I'm always happy to be able to share what I've earned in terms of experience.
You've mentioned the antelope. Don't forget the lion.
Yeah. Now it's reminding me after I mentioned the antelope and the lion. I mean, the two animals, if I could tell you precisely, if you know the two animals, how many of you knows the lion? Have you ever seen a lion? Have you ever seen a lion? Not even on TV? Okay. A lion is the king of the jungle, right? A lion does not... Okay, a lion and an antelope, they share one thing in common. They both run, right? But the only thing that they do not share in common is that one runs away from something and the other one always runs towards something. A lion has no fear. When he is sleeping on the ground, he has no fear because he knows he's the king of the jungle, right? But an antelope always, even when she's eating, she's always wary. Am I going to be able to get food today? And if I get food today, I might end up being somebody's food. So they are always wary. And now, living in Africa puts you in a life of an antelope, where most of the time you do not have the basic human needs. The basic human needs that I'm talking about is roof over your head, clothes, and food. The three most important basic human needs. Africa is always a struggle to even get a one-course meal for a day. It's a struggle. But here, you guys have got food. You guys have got a roof over your head. You have a very beautiful place here. You can explode. You can let your talent grow. You have everything it takes to become whoever you want to be. So, you guys, alliance, you should not fear. You should not fear. You should grab the opportunity and run with it. Are we together? Yeah. So thank you so much for having me here today. And anytime that you like me to come and stop by and probably be able to discuss more, I'm ready to come, and probably I can show you a couple of videos and I can give you my story at length. So tomorrow I'm headed to Orange, New Jersey.
Orange Street, New Jersey.
Yeah, it's I think 26 miles away from here. Yeah, so I will be there tomorrow evening, and I'm gonna be having a conversation like the conversation that we have right now. So, is there anybody who has a question you'd like to ask me?
What was the last marathon you ran? How far?
Pardon?
The last marathon you ran, how far?
The last marathon, competitive marathon, was the main marathon which I won last year. Yeah.
How many miles?
How many marathons?
Miles.
How many miles?
26.2. Yeah.
So from here to New Jersey is no problem for you?
No. No. So,
When did you first start getting into running?
well, that question drags me into my life, especially when I started. I never grew up with parents. I grew up with my grandmother, who apparently died when I was 10 years old. So after that time, I was thrown into the world to face the world as it is at 10 years old. So I never happened to get an opportunity to go to school. And after my grandmother gave me the values to stand by, because before she died, she left me with 3 things. She told me that wherever you will be, you might meet people and you might be able to argue. Make sure you don't win an argument. Don't desire to win an argument. When you argue with anybody, when you desire to win an argument, then that is pride. So you should be smart enough to be able to withdraw from any sort of argument. Don't get into confrontation with anyone. The second thing that she taught me, when you'll be walking around outside here, people will hate you, people will love you. The same people who hate you are creating a sleepless nights for you so that you can stand up and fight for yourself. The people who love you are giving you peace so that you can sleep at night without worry. So all these 2 people, those who hate you, those who love you, all play a very important role in your life. So do not hate those who hate you, do not love those who love you, but love everyone in equal measure, because they all are helping you grow. The third thing that she told me, never compromise your integrity. What defines you makes you. Who you are is what you believe. And what you believe is who you are. So if anyone brought you somewhere and gave you amount of money and told you, hey, will you be able to get this? Like now, let me take an example. There is a friend of mine who mentioned to me that Moninda, we would like to give you a sponsorship. Probably I can talk with the McDonald's to give you a sponsorship package. And I said myself, I stand for a good health living. Not to get personal here, but I'm being honest in my way of or what I believe in. And I said no. If at all McDonald's is going to have me wear their shirts, advocate for McDonald's, wherever I go to the media, the t-shirts are going to be like, they are all McDonald's. And I'll be talking to people, telling them stay healthy and do some physical activities. That one is going to contradict with what I believe in. So do not compromise your integrity, because that is your value. So immediately my grandmother died, I took over life. And for me, since I never had an opportunity to go to school, as always, as they say, that education is the key, but the person who said that education is the key to success said one thing that he forgot to say. He did not say that it's the only key. There are many avenues that you can use to become successful. So for me, running became as the only way out of poverty. So as young as 14 years, I started involving myself in running. And I started building my dreams around that until I made the first exit out of the country. I went to Spain, I went to different countries, and I won a number of races, and that's when I started seeing that, well, my legs can pay me after all. If I stay disciplined, hard work, and focus, they can pay me. So I started as early as 14 years.
Questions, sir? More questions?
One quick question.
Yes.
As you're running on the road, on the street, does the environment affect you running? You know, the smoke of the cars, you know, that kind of, does that affect you running? You know, when you go from one state to the next state, or 10 miles, 50 miles, 20 miles, you know, the environment, does it affect you running?
Well, I don't know if it affects me. Maybe after I'm done with this journey, I'll go back to the doctor and probably try to find out if there is something that is in me that I did not live with when I came from Maine. Otherwise, I do not put my sense over there. I do not focus on pain because I know it's only through pain that you can gain. So I try as much as I can to focus my mind on my next step ahead. So I don't know if I'm affected, but I try as much as I can to stay off from the dirty smoke that comes out of the gasoline or something of the sort. Yeah.
You come from Maine, you're in the office now, you're going to Jersey tomorrow. How far do you plan on running?
Well, I'm doing an average of 30 miles a day. Sometimes when my body feels good, I go up to 35, but I'm just taking it easy. I'm not running as fast as I should be running because all I want is to bring back the message. The message is the most important thing. It's not about running, it's not about me, it's not about 27 miles or 30 miles or 35 miles. It's about the message that I'm communicating with the people I meet.
So after Jersey, do you have a spot after that, or
Yeah,
from there?
yeah. From New Jersey, I think I'm gonna head to Philadelphia. That's about is it
A week?
about 76 miles, something of the sort. 76 miles.
Are you only stopping at PAL facilities or all kinds of community centers, that kind of thing?
If I mean, I could love to stop everywhere, but I have like places of contact. Like now in Yonkers, if you go to the website, it tells you that I'm supposed to stop at 1.7 North Broadway. So I have the chief of police up in Urban communicate across to each and every of those sections. But like yesterday, I made a surprise visit to, how do you call it?
I don't remember the name. There's a
It's
Boys and Girls.
Club. Okay. It's about 26 miles away from here, if not 20 miles away from here. I've forgotten the name a little bit. So, I mean, I just visited them and they were surprised. They were happy to see me. All of a sudden, they organized about 50, 60 kids all together, and I was able to share with them a story, and then I kept on moving. Yeah. So if I get people invite me, I'm all set. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate your time and effort. I think you're a real role model. Not just for the kids, but I got to tell you, to the officers too, your words ring true.
Thank
so
you.
we really appreciate you stopping here in Yonkers. It means a lot. And we'll encourage it. We're going to share this on our Facebook page, our department page, and really get the message out there. It's an unbelievable story.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for the welcome. I really appreciate it. I appreciate that.
So, briefly, could you tell me what you're doing?
Well, the main message that I'm carrying across the country is human trafficking and sensitizing people how we can be able to come together and stamp out human trafficking, and on how we can be able to partner with the police departments and make sure that we get these vices out of our families, out of our environment.
That's why you're starting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab those.
You ever done like something?
Asked to balance who came on board, and they get me stuff. I got all those kids into running, and that's how I built my relationship with the police athletics. And when I learned to know what they got, I decided now I want to give back to the community. But how was I going to give back to the community? First and foremost, I have a story to share, because when I came to the US, I expected a very good life. Coming from a third world country to first world country, I expected to have a good life. But unfortunately, that's not the kind of good life that I got when I got here. I ended up in captivity, and somebody took me to their house, and it was a region of ranks. And together, together with a couple of other partners, and we sat there. We raced across the country to take us to various places across the country. We could do racings, but after that, all the money he could put in his name.
So you weren't free?
Yeah, I wasn't free until I decided to come out after 10 months. So when I got out, I left a number of people in the same situation. So I say I'm gonna be able to go and share my story, and that's why that's what prompted me to run across the country in a very unique way, and be able to pass the information about the industry, to create awareness of human trafficking, because us as like it's I don't know if it's the culture of American people, people being ignorant of what. I mean, we do not know who lives next to us. We don't care what kind of job they do. And just like I'm getting from one of the biggest people who understand what human trafficking is, a number of them they're asking why you kidnap, because they tend to think that anyone to be trafficked, they must have been kidnapped. I wasn't kidnapped. I was sweet talked. And you know, our kids can easily be sweet talked by people, strangers. And these people, these animals, I don't call them animals, I call them animals. They capitalize on what our kids are not getting. If we are not giving our children attention, the attention that they deserve, then these traffickers are going to give them the exact thing. And when they give that, when they promise them heaven, the kids are always happy to hear someone promising them heaven, and they follow them. And that's how they end up into trafficking. For those ones who end up in sex trafficking, labor trafficking, and all that, up to people like me who's a professional, you know.
I think it's a pretty special thing that you're doing, and you did sound because I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of people trafficking. Yeah. I had no idea that there was trafficking in Africa.
It is
an amazing story.
It is an underbelly. Funny enough, I have 2 or 3 people right now I can say who wants to come out, but they are deeply interested. They don't want to, because
You must have been scared to. It's a big.
the guy has already called me, has already threatened my life a couple of times. But you know, if I die, I die fighting.
Sounds like you got a lot of people in yourself.
Yeah. So and I thank the police department.
You have friends down in Yonkers. So
There you go.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So how's the running been going for you? You said you had a little bit of an
I have an issue here. I cannot run without this for now. So I'm trying to tame it, to kind of run with it,
Got it.
and hopefully I pull through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want you to, if you're not going to run, I want you to just like push that on the side. If you don't want
I can.
It's okay.
I can. It's not
I don't want to,
It's better for him coming up the hill or down the hill?
whatever's easier.
What's easier for you, going down?
I only need you to go like, you can come like 50 yards.
No problem.
And so you want to come from there?
I can come from there.
Okay. I'll give you a sign to start, and then you can just run towards me and run right past me, please.